I'm staying on the inside. Wow. What the fuck?
Bro, what the fuck type shit is that?
As Hokage, I must protect the village. I won't let you destroy my home.
What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Techno, or you guys can call me Chris, and today we got you guys a Blox piece video. Now I know in my last video I did say that I'm going to be transitioning out of Roblox slowly. That's going to be slowly, and I'm still trying to make time to find what I want to record. So I kind of want to talk about this like, I don't know, later, maybe on stream, who knows. But we got you guys today tips for free-to-play players to help with grinding on Blox routes. Now this can also help you if you are just a current player right now and you're preparing for the next update, or if you're a returning player or a veteran. I mean, these tips can surely help you. Just a disclaimer, some of you may not find anything good out of any of these tips. However, like I said, if you stick around, you might find something, who knows. Anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into these tips. So number one, and these are not in no particular order, by the way, don't use all your codes up at once. Now this one is really simple. There's a ton of codes for Blox routes out there, like a ton. You can easily type on YouTube and find a video. I mean, there's no need for me to do one. There's like 40 of them already up. There's always new codes dropping, YouTuber codes. I don't have one myself. I'm sorry guys, I don't have that sponsorship. You know, I don't get that yet. But yeah, there's tons of videos up about it. Just click on one of them, and yeah, you can always find tons of codes. They're usually like 15 minutes to 30 minutes. I don't think there's an hour code. There may be, who knows. Basically, save those codes up. Don't use them all at once. Don't just go and go, like, especially like if you're on levels 1 to 700, don't use them codes. I'm gonna tell you now, because you're going to need them later on in the new world. Trust me, there's a reason I don't want to grind the new world. There's a reason Techno is still level 1010. Yeah, so save some codes because you're going to need them later on. If anything, if you really feel like you want to use one, just use like one and make the most out of that. And actually, there's a tip that I'm about to say here later on in the video that you guys are going to actually need these codes for. So like I said, don't use up all the codes up at once. Number two, try and stick to one fruit to save time and XP for the mastery with that said fruit. Now, I know this is a lot to come with, but to like get all in. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you find another fruit, okay, it's okay to switch fruits, but don't be buying fruits, as you're going to need them credits for later upgrades, like as in buying accessories or weapons later on. So don't go and, well, not accessory, melee styles, but yeah, don't go and use all your, and but I have to mention, you're saving time. You want, let's say I have gear, I have Luffy's gum, right? Don't level it up to like 50 and then switch fruits just because you find another fruit or because you have enough money. You want to save your money and you want to save your time. You want to save that time and XP because you can be using that to upgrade that said fruit. The only time I do say that it is worth changing fruits is if you find a new Logia. If you don't have a Logia, definitely, or if you have a Logia and you see a better one that you want, okay. But as long as you're grinding, you want to try to stay with the Logia. And if you don't have a Logia, like I said, just stay with whatever fruit you have, unless it's literally just a really good upgrade on the fruit. Trust me, it'll be better for the long run, I promise you. Number three, get to the new world ASAP. Now this one is kind of simple. I mean, basically, the good stuff comes in the new world. You can there's new raids, there's multiple raids you can do. There's events, and there are tons of more enemies and tons more XP that you can be getting to farm and level up other said fruits that you want to upgrade. You can do that in the new world where you get way more XP anyway. Not to mention, you can get your chances of getting a new fruit is way more likely in there because there's multiple ways to get a fruit for free. There's an event, there's a raid, I believe you can transfer a fruit, and you can just simply find a fruit. And not to mention, there's tons more ways you can basically level up like extremely fast. And I know I'm kind of being a hypocrite because I haven't did it myself, but that's just because Techno here doesn't feel like grinding. I grinded to the 1000, partially with the help of Sensei Chunky, but you know, I kind of don't feel like grinding again. Sorry, but yeah, that's where them codes will come in handy, and I do got some codes I can use. I just don't fucking care. I'm sorry, guys, I'm lazy. But yeah, get to the new world ASAP. I'm telling you, it will benefit you way more than sticking around in the old world. Number 4, I believe we're on. 4 or 5. You guys know the number. It's no order anyway, so you know. If possible, use Logias to help with the grinding, especially while the codes are active. Now, again, this is pretty much already written in stone with the tip. But you want to use Logias clearly because they're going. Once you are a high enough level, you're going to be intangible, and then if they don't have hockey, which as you start to complete the old world, some mobs will have hockey. All bosses have hockey, by the way, if you don't know that. But yeah, some mobs will have it as well at the end of the old world, and some of them will have it in the new world. However, for the ones that don't, and there are some higher tier ones in the new world that don't, you can easily farm way more efficiently and faster with Logias. Again, remember when I said about you want to save those codes? This is what you're going to save it for. Have a Logia. Once you're like, let's say the max level, or yeah, and you need mastery, like you find a new Logia fruit that you want, take that Logia and they can't hurt you. So you can just farm all your XP off that. It's real simple. That's why I said save your codes, and you can actually level up faster if you aren't max level and you have some codes. Also, if you have codes left, just save them. Save them for the next update. Always do that. That's something I've always kind of told people that ask. Save your extra codes for a new update. Don't go and waste them just to get mastery. I mean, mastery isn't really make or break. I mean, it is and it isn't. It ain't as make or break as your level. So, you know, save those skill points. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5, farm bosses for drops, as those stat bonuses will help you out. Now, we already know that all the bosses have a drop. Well, most of them, I think, most of the main big bosses. The reason you kind of want to farm these is because some of them really give you a really good drop. And some of them upgrade already set drops. And in the new world, there are these things called artifacts that you can get from some raids. And you can take those in to do a respec on your skill points. So if you want to change your skill points all the way up, you can do that for free. Get a new fighting style. And then there was one more that I kind of forgot about. Sorry, but basically there's a lot to do with boss drops that you can get for free. So again, you're a free to play player. This is your way to get in on some new goodies and to increase your strength and your power in the game. Last, but most certainly not least, grind. You're a free to play player. Listen, there's nothing to be there's nothing to be shamed on about. I went into this game as a free to play player because I didn't want to buy anything. I don't really like buying things for grindy games like this, especially if you can just grind for it. But there are definitely reasons to grind. If you're going to be PvPing mostly, you need to prioritize grinding. And as a free to play player, you're literally looking forward to grinding. That's what you're here for. That's the only thing you have to do, because you can't pay for any extra XP or anything. But basically what I'm saying is, if you're a free to play player, don't try to take no shortcuts. You're Narutoing that shit. You're going to be grinding all the way to Hokage. With that being said, though, I hope you guys like this video. Like, subscribe. It's your boy Techno. This has been a couple tips for free to play players to help with grinding on Blox fruits. Hope you guys like this video. Like, subscribe. It's your boy Techno. I'm out. Peace.